the hell? Good evening, YouTube. This is MTP Flyers here with the HTC EVO 4G. This is my new phone. Not. I did get this phone a couple weeks ago, and I thought maybe, you know what? Let me see exactly what's going on and what the big hubbub is about the Android operating system, and what exactly could it offer me that maybe the iPhone may not be able to. And like I said, I did get this a couple weeks ago. I tweeted it off, and people were real intrigued by why I got this particular phone and to try it out. And let me just first go over, if you don't already know, which I'm sure most of you do, obviously this is one of Sprint's first 4Gs. Now, of course, since I got this, they did come out with another 4G phone, and I think it's the Epic, which is pretty nice looking. But just right off the bat, it does come with Android 2.1, which I've already upgraded to 2.2, so props to them for already offering it on there. You guys know that it comes with the 1 GHz Qualcomm Snapdragon processor, the HTC Sense, which comes with HTC products, 8.0 megapixel autofocus camera with HD capable camcorder, front-facing camera, which is 1.3 megapixel, which is actually a pretty decent camera quality. I should say megapixel. I'll get to the quality, what I truly think of it. The screen, you're looking at 4.3 inch. It has the built-in kickstand on the back, 3.5 millimeter jack, HDMI output, blah, 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 blah. The whole nine. Wi-Fi, 4G, everything for the most part that the iPhone 4 can do. Cool thing on this, it is its own hotspot. iPhone 4 cannot do that. We all talked about tethering, and you know, it's something that is fun to have. I don't necessarily know if it's a good idea to have it on your phone and do that, because you can't have the phone running while this is on Wi-Fi. You can't run off your own Wi-Fi on the phone. So, but we will get into that. So, like I said, 4.3 inch screen. They call it a vibrant screen. I think it looks good. All right, so what we got here is your 4.3 screen. Very good quality. I think it is, you know, just as good as the iPhone. And it's a little tough because on my iPhone right now I do have that anti-fingerprint screen on there, but I do have one for this. I'm going to be putting that on there from the guys at SGP, so that should be pretty neat. Set this up how I thought I would be using it, and the whole idea of this is, you know, to be functional. What I need it for, what I'm going to use it for every day. I got my scores, I got my internet, voicemail, camera, camcorder, the speed tests, go in the settings, the clock, the weather, which I think is pretty cool to have that on there. Is it necessary? You know, I don't have a problem with it. It's just something cool to do, cool to have. You know, it's different. But what really makes this special and cool is part of this system is the notifications that occur up top at the bar here. Everyone probably already knows about it. Everybody has probably seen it. And I do enjoy it, the fact to be able to go right into your information and you can actually see what you have here. And we'll close that. And then you go out to here and you have your new mail, and you can close out of that and you can pull up your other information to go into your other mail. So all your notifications up there pop up. Don't interrupt what you're doing on here, which is a big bothersome thing to me on the iPhone. If you're in the middle of doing something, you get a text, you know, hey, I appreciate the heads up, but does it really have to be in front of me? So, you know, that's one of the good things that I saw on there. It gives you a couple extra screens. I like this, but I have more than one email. So I have an email up there, but if I want to get into another email, I either have to, whoops, see, and I'm still getting a little bit used to this. You tap on the mail, tap on it again, then you go into your other mail as far as all that stuff goes. So you select the email that you want, and then you're able to go into it. So it's a couple more steps. I don't know if it's really any more steps than the iPhone. It's just something different to get to where you need to. So it's nice to have. These are I don't know why that's taking forever, but this is my Twitter. I have that opened up. Again, when you go into it, it'll actually go into the information that you have current tweets. I love the power bar up here. This is something else I wish iPhone would do. Instead of having to go into your settings, you can simply check your brightness right there. You can... I can't quite remember what that was. I apologize. You can go ahead and turn your volume on and off. Oh, no, wait. Is that's your signal? I'm sorry. It was one of these two that I couldn't remember what it was. But irregardless, Bluetooth and Wi-Fi. I love the fact that you can turn on your Wi-Fi right on the phone. Nothing bothers me more than when my Wi-Fi starts popping up and I really don't want it, and I can just, turn it off, and you have to go in the settings and do all that. That's something else that's not a deal breaker that iPhone doesn't have that, but it certainly is nice that the EVO is able to do that. Your calendar, you pop that up there. Again, just another shortcut. Not that it would really bother me all that much because I have to go 1, 2, 3 to get over there. On the iPhone, I would just have to click it once because I have it up here in my settings. I could put that up here in my settings, but because I have all this, it takes up all the space. What you want to have different things, and you got to compromise. So, the time's up there already. I could put a weather app here and then have the mail there if I wanted to. But again, this is something different, so I decided to go with that, and you make the choices. I got my text messages over here, and next to that I have, this is pretty cool. I did the Google search, so I can just go right to their search on Google. I can go right into the Android market, and I have YouTube right there that I can go in and just check out if I feel like it. Again, something that's not necessarily needed, but it's just different to have and fun to have. Does it make it any better? No. Does it make it any worse? Certainly not. It's preference. If you decide this is something that you like, then you go for it. And then, of course, I have pictures in here that I took, a couple work things I was testing out to see which quality was better. There's my eyes. So those just are a few things. The nice thing is you can hit back. It takes you back to where you were looking at, which is key. I always think that that's important, that if I want to get back to where I'm going, once I'm looking at something, I want it to take me back one step, not completely all the way. So that was nice. You can go ahead and hit home, and it takes you right back to the home page. Of course, you have your shortcuts down here, which are all your apps. A little different than the iPhone. You have one page for them all as opposed to swooping left and right. You have up and down to go through that. You can take any one of these and hold it, and it will take you to the front screen. Of course, it tells you do not have a space for it, and you can move it to another screen and put it somewhere else if you wanted to do that. No space there, and you take it and drag it to the next screen, and you have a spot right there that you can drop it in. Now you can fit a few more things over here that are a little slightly smaller, 1, 2, 3, 4, so you can fit 4 icons. If you don't like it, take it down to the trash can and you remove it. But like I said, not a horrible device, I shouldn't even say horrible, that's so wrong to say. This is a good device. It's a quality device. I have no qualms about it, but it's preference. The screen's a little big, it's a little a little bit cumbersome to lug around, and of course, like everything else, I want to have a case on it. I don't want to have it to go naked, so to protect it. So I buy a 2-piece case from the store, and not too much choices. I got this actually through Sprint, and it does add a little bulk to it, but it protects it. Kind of just what I'm looking for in there. But the phone itself, call quality is great. No qualms about that. Sprint, I have no problems with. I'm down in my basement right now, no bars. I don't expect anything different from that. My basement is like a death trap. And, you can go ahead and access your different things here. And, just an all-around good experience as far as using it. Not any better or any worse than the iPhone. I know I've said that a couple times already. But, again, going to keep pounding this into your heads. It's all preference, whatever you want to do. So there's my introduction to the HTC EVO 4G. A few more things coming up. I'm going to do some head-to-heads against the iPhone. Coming up next, after this, or before, no, it'll be after this. I don't want to show you the install before I introduce the phone to you. So I'm going to have it install. I'm going to do the screen shield install for this from, what did I say before? From SGP. So I want to thank those guys over there for sending that to me. Told them I got the phone and they sent that on its way. So guys, this is MTP flyers for the new or semi-new, I'm getting it a little late, HTC EVO 4G, and we got a lot more coming up. So you guys stick around and I will talk to you later. See ya!